never a vision of mine, like ever. Hey Boujees, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you can see the wine, today's video is going to be episode number 2 of Wine Down With Me. And before y'all even start, you're like, episode 2, where was episode 1, boo? Episode 1 was like a year ago. But we're not talking about that right now. We're getting back to, what did they say? Regular programming, scheduled programming. So we're getting back to reality. Oh, here goes gravity. We getting back to it, okay? I'm really excited to be back today. Basically, I'm just going to be doing some, where's my phone? Hold on. Okay, so I wrote down like a bunch of questions on my phone from so many months ago. Like I posted it, whoa, I'm sounding real New York right now. I posted on my Instagram story months ago, like give me questions for my girls night in, girls chit chat, wine down with me video. And I got a bunch of replies, and that was months ago. So I saved them, I screenshot them, I wrote them down and everything on my notes. So let's see. Y'all go get your wine. Have mine here. We are drinking this wine today. We're drinking that wine today. So go grab you a glass and let's just get into the topics because I'm ready to talk my ish. First thing I see here is, how do you get so motivated and how do you stay consistent? I'm obviously not the one to be asking this question to. Like, I feel like we all know how to stay consistent. I feel like we all know how to do what we want to do, right? Like we all know how to do these things, right? But we just don't do it. And I always say it's the devil. Like I always say that, like, the devil puts thoughts in my mind that you're not going to be who you want to be. You're not going to get the views that you want to get, the sponsorships that you want to get. Your business is not going to grow. Like all of those negative thoughts that naturally come into our minds, I always say that's the devil. That's the only thing I can compare it to, because if you believe in God, then anything is possible. So it's like, why wouldn't I get 1 million views on this video if I manifest it and pray on it and speak it into existence? Or why wouldn't my business take off? And like, you know, like, I don't know. Like for me, it's just like, okay, getting these thoughts out of my mind, like, it's going to take practice. Like it's not something that comes easy to me. And that's another thing, like just going off topic just a little bit, like, for this year, I really am, this is the year of me. And everyone's saying that, but I truly feel that. Like, this is the year of me. This year I turned 25, God's willing. And it's just like, we gotta get it together. But I'm just like, yo, I'm turning 25, and I feel like 25 is real, like, grown. Like, 25 is grown. You a grown woman. Like, 24, 21, 22, 23, 24, it's like, okay, you still trying to figure out like adulthood and get into it, and you're just trying to figure it out. 25 is like, okay, you're grown. You a grown woman, get it together. Like, what are you doing? So this year for me is just trying to get to know myself, wanting to be the woman that I envision myself being, and trying to figure out how to get there. And I heard this sound on TikTok, and I typed it into Google because I wanted to know who said it, and it was actually Michelle Obama. I'm surprised I didn't recognize her voice, but she said, like, the person that you're wanting to be, or the person that you envision yourself being, you weren't born being that way, because obviously you wouldn't envision yourself being a way that you are already. To tie it back to the question, like, you just have to figure out who you want to be and what you want to do. And for me personally, and this is different for everyone, for me personally, working a 9-to-5 was never a vision of mine, like ever. And I always bring it back to childhood, because before we knew what an influencer was, or before we knew like the money that could be made in the entertainment business, before we knew what being rich and being wealthy and having designer this, designer that, before we knew what that even was, like back in elementary school, we was just growing up in Queens, New York, to have the dreams that I had with my friends at that age, I'm just like, this was something that was born, instilled in me. I was born with this type of mindset. So you just have to remember the dreams that you had as a child. For me to be consistent and for me to be determined and self-disciplined, that's something that doesn't come naturally to me. I'm not naturally self-disciplined. I give myself whatever I want, whenever I want it, no matter what. Like, I always say yes to myself. So, and I was always told yes most of the time growing up. So I'm not self-disciplined. Consistency, I lack it, like, heavily. You just have to envision yourself, the woman, the person, the man that you want to be in the future. What does that look like? And you just have to work towards it every day. And it's not going to be easy. Trust me, I am going through it right now. It's not going to be easy. It's very hard to be that person, but it's just, you have to do it every day so that it becomes a habit. And once it becomes a habit, it's gonna become your lifestyle. And once it becomes your lifestyle, it's gonna be so easy for you. Like, it's gonna be like second nature. That's gonna become who you really are. So, period. That's just what I can say about that. Ask yourself if you want it. And if you want it, you will do it. Period. Okay, someone said, what are your goals for this year? So, I actually sat down for the first time seriously in my whole life, and I made a vision board for myself, because for me, I have to visually see my goals because it motivates me to get them. I put a vision board up in my office, and it's already February 12th, and this is the first video that I'm sitting down to make. So obviously I'm off to a little bit of a late start. My new year started February 1st. But yeah, like, my goals for this year that I would share, because most of them I will not. But the ones that I will share, I really want to get in touch with myself, figure out the type of woman that I am, become the woman that I want to be, change my eating habits for sure. I eat like crap. And then it just comes to, again, the self-discipline. Like, I just give myself whatever I want, whatever food I'm craving, even if it's not good for me, I will eat it because I just want to. As much as I care about the outside, my outside appearance, as much as I want to look good on the outside, I have to feel the same way about the inside. Like, I want to start working out. My fitness, I need to take it seriously, and all of that. So it's like, that's just my goal for this year. Like, really making me healthy, focusing on me and my mind, my body, my spirit. Spiritually, I want to grow closer to God. Mentally, I want to be happy consistently. Like, I am happy consistently, but I feel like I would be happier if I changed out the foods that I ate, and if I just did things that made me happy, like, as far as working on my goals. Cheers to that, right? Cheers to making us happy this year. Cheers to putting us first this year, for real. What is your opinion on women making more than their spouses? Listen, girl, get your bread, get your money, like, get your money. For me, it's like, if the man is able to take care of himself and handle his business on his own without me being in the picture, then he's doing good for himself. Like, it is what it is. But if you get an opportunity that just so happens to be making way more than him, I don't say ditch him. Like, I won't say dub him, because as long as you both are able to live the same lifestyle, then I feel like it'll work. Now, if you're making 100K a year, and he's making 30K, I don't think it'll work for me. Now, some women like to be the alpha, and some women like to be the lead and the man in the relationship. Me, I like to be taken care of. I like to sit back and watch my man put his card down and pay the bills, or pay the bill for the dinner, or take me shopping. Like, I like to be pampered and spoiled. And if he's making 20K and I'm making 100, or even if he's making 40 and I'm making 100, we really can't coincide with each other, because we can't, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work for me. Now, I won't say, I don't know, girl, I don't know. This is a 24-year-old speaking, and it might not be, I change every day. My mind changes every day. As I get older, my position in things will change. But for me right now, if I am single and I'm dating and I'm making 100 and somebody's making 30 or 40, I'm not going to be with that person because I know that we can't live the same lifestyle. I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard one. We'll see. I don't know. Right now, all I can say is it doesn't matter who makes more as long as we can live the same lifestyle together. That's all I can say. That's all I'm saying. That's period. If I say, babe, let's go on a trip, let's go to Miami next weekend, and you're not able to do it for financial reasons, but I am, and this is a constant thing that's happening in our relationship, then it's like, okay, we need to sit down and figure something out. But yeah, that's my answer. As long as you can live the same lifestyle, then period. Who like 100K and 80K is really the same. It's $20,000 difference, which is not much. So I feel like you can live the same lifestyle with that. But like, that's my answer. That's my answer before I keep talking because I could go all day. That's my answer. Have you ever had a time where you were doing things for the satisfaction of other people and not really for yourself? Yes, all the time, my whole life, always. Girl, let's talk about it. College, like that's a perfect example of a situation. Like my mom really wanted me to get my degree and really wanted me to get like a degree hype. My mom has her degree, but this day and age, like for me, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have gone to college. Even now, I'm working in a field that has nothing to do with what my major was. Like, and I think that happens to a lot of people. The only reason for me going to school was one, to please my mother. That was it. And it was miserable because it was like, okay, you have this degree, but who cares? Like for me, it's just like that. Like some people go to college because they really want to be a doctor. Some people go to college because they really want to be a teacher. I don't need a degree to be an influencer. I don't need a degree to be an influencer. I don't need a degree to know how to take a photo or to know how to brand myself. Like I don't need a degree for that. However, it was something that my mom wanted me to do. And I didn't really care to get a degree. I really didn't care to. But I only did it for her. I only went to school for her. So it's tough. That's a perfect example of me doing something for someone else that I didn't really care to do for myself. But just stay tuned. We're gonna do more Get Ready With Me's, more chit chats like this, more travel vlogs. Like I'm just ready. More home. I am so hyped. Y'all don't know. I have so much home improvement videos coming. Like I'm redoing my whole house. I'm so happy. Like I'm so excited. I can't wait for those because I love watching transformations. Like I just want to create content that I like to watch because I feel like it'll be fun for me to create, right? We understand that, right? Thank you, Boujees, so much for watching. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what y'all want to see from me, and let me know if you like these types of sit-down videos. Let me know what you guys want to see from me, and I will see you guys soon. We'll talk later, friends. Bye, Boujees.